Yo, what it do, man? It's your boy Trip, man. It's Too Ambitious TV, man. Unity of the Nation, man. I'm here with your boy
Promise Child, and you can subscribe to my YouTube at Promise Drew.
Yes, sir, man. What we talking about today, man?
We're talking about what it takes to build a nation.
Okay, what it takes to build a nation. So when you say nation, are you talking about a black nation or an independent nation or a nation as a whole and different people, or just breaking out? Because you know we living in America right now. Are you talking about breaking off into a different nation in itself on its own land, or what you mean, or just the simple fact of what it takes to build that nation?
We talk about building a nation within a nation. We do live in America, right? And I heard Jay-Z say building a nation within a nation. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing. We're talking about building a nation within a nation, where we own homes, where we own our own businesses, where we own our own farms, what we are doing for ourselves. And this is the main thing about building a nation. And people say, well, I don't trust black people. I'm black, and black people don't do this, and black people don't do that, and black people don't do this, and black. Well, it starts with you, and that's what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to building a nation. It starts with you. It starts with me. And it starts with us building with one another, or talking to with one another. And one of the things that I want to talk about was, first of all, unity. But with unity, in order for us to unite, is to communicate. Right? Perfect example. Me and Trip. I like to run my mouth. He like to have cameras. Right? Communication said, hey, I like to shoot videos. You like to talk. Well, let's get in front of this camera. Let's do what we got to do. Exactly. That right there shows you unity. But it came with communication. Because I don't know what you're thinking until you tell me. Right? So if you tell me, hey, I want to start a restaurant. Well, guess what I could do? I could organize a community to come spend money with you at your restaurant. I could bring business to you. If I tell you that I like to speak, guess what you could do? You could bring people and they could come support me and what I do. And that way we are what, man? We are communicating. And while we communicate, we unite with one another. So that's why communication and uniting is so important. But in order to communicate and unite, you have to love as well. So we can't just do business with each other without caring for one another or loving one another. And this is why these questions come up, or this is why these thoughts come up when people say, hey, man, you know black people can't stick together. Well, I say, hey, brother. I say, hey, sister, don't you got a friend? You say, ding, 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 I do have a friend. Don't you got a sister that you love? Ding, 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 I do have a sister that I love. Well, if you got a friend and you got a sister or you got a brother, why not y'all communicate and unite? After you communicate, then you unite. And then when you unite, y'all know what I always say. There comes power, there comes money. And that's how it goes. We have to communicate with each other. We have to trust one another. We have to love one another. And these things come with nation building. Right? We have to install pride into one another. And anything that we do, we have to support it. We don't laugh. We don't criticize. We don't judge. That's not what you're supposed to do to come up. The problem is a lot of brothers and sisters, they judge, they laugh, they criticize because they don't see nothing great. All they see is, I could go get this $50,000 a year job and I'm comfortable. But how about make $50,000 in a day? How about make $50,000 in a week off of your own business that you created with your, as I said earlier, your friend, your sister, your brother, or whoever, right? And these are the keys to nation building. And we do have to love each other. And I know a lot of us have been scarred. I know a lot of us been hurt. I know a lot of people have turned their back on us. I understand that. I have had people turn their back on me as well. Hey, well, you say, Promise Child, well, you know, these niggas out here be robbing. And you know, these niggas out here be stealing and such and such. Have you ever gone and talk to that brother to understand why that brother is going through what he going through? Have you ever went to go talk to that sister? See, you just point the finger, but you never talk to him. Like I said, communication. Understand why this brother and understand why this sister feel the way they feel. And the thing is, you wash your hands with them. You wash your hands with them and you say, fuck that. Because that's what we say. I ain't communicating with nobody. fuck that. It's about me, and this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how I'm gonna be, and this is how I feel, and I don't give a damn what nobody say, and da-da-da-da, and then you wonder why you struggling with just you and your $30,000 a year job, and you have $50,000, and not saying that I am going against anybody that talks about that or anybody that work a job. What I'm saying is, think about it. You make $50,000 a year. The job that pays you make $50,000 a day. But guess what? Guess what that job have that you don't have? Unity. Communication. That's what that corporation that's paying you, that's what they have. So if you can communicate and you can unite, that's it. Let's stop making excuses of why we're not successful. Let's stop making excuses about black people this, black people that, black people this. You have friends. You have siblings that you love. So why not start off with them? Because that's what these families, these Caucasian families, these Arab families, these Latino families, they sit back and that's what they do. They sit back, they first communicate, then they unite, then they bring power, then they bring money. Money doesn't come first. Money is always last on the list.
Yeah, all right. All right, let me ask you a question, man. Like it's just a question. I know the answer, you know the answer. What if somebody come up to you and say, man, well, I want to work with this person, but they ain't got this type of car, or they ain't got this type of house, or they ain't got this type of living space, and they ain't got this type of working space, they ain't got this type of building they at. So I don't know if I want to do business with that person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They ain't got things popping as I want it popping like this other corporation would. What would you say to a person that got a mindset like that?
Use what you have, and
I'm talking. Let me make the question better. I'm talking about far as a person outside looking in as a person they want to work with. Say if you somebody that I want to work with, and you say I need an intern. And that person said, well, that he ain't got the business space, he ain't got the office space, or he ain't got the cars, and he ain't got the houses, and he ain't got the type of money that this person got. But you a black person, just like I'm a black person, but I might go work for this person. They got all that stuff instead of working with a person that's starting from ground up. What would you say to that person that wants to go work at that place, but they don't have all the things that this bigger corporation has?
At the end of the day, give your brother or sister a chance, right? And that's why I say use what you have. If let's put it like this: if I got $50 and you got $50, how much money is that?
It's 100.
That's $100. If this person only coming to the table with $1, but this person has a dream, right? We got $100. Now we got $101, right? And people say, what the hell that's supposed to mean? Well, this person may have an idea. This person may have a drive. And see, when you see a young brother or a young sister that has a drive, you have to support them. Because that way, this is all part of the nation building that we're talking about, and building a nation. And when you build a nation, the ones who are at the bottom, you have to bring them up. And if you're on the bottom with them, we unify. That's why it's called Unity Nation. We unify with one another, and we come up together. It ain't about the flash. It ain't about the jewelry. It ain't about all the cars and all this. It's all about us unifying with each other and coming up together, because that's what the people who ruled the world did. They all started from the bottom, but they unified with one another. They didn't look at the other and say, hey, you don't have a boat, you don't have this, you don't have that. They said, let's come together and we agree on one thing. And what's that? White power, or Latino power, or Arab power. So how about black power? Right? And saying black power doesn't mean that we hate other races. It's just saying the people that you see every day, they look just like you. So why not say, hey, you got a dream, brother? Right? Not just because what that brother said out his mouth. Not because just the words that that brother speak. You see the actions behind it. This brother said, I want to be a rapper. And every day you see this brother in the same spot, every day selling his CDs. Why not give that brother a chance? You see through his actions, not just his words. You see through his actions that he want to impact, that he want to make it. How about that brother that's shooting 10, 15 videos a day? You say, you know what? He ain't just running his mouth. Let me give this brother a chance, right? This brother's hungry. And when he make it, we can continue to build our nation. Because like Jay-Z said, what's better than one billionaire? Two.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what matters. It ain't about what nobody have, and we got to stop judging people off what we think they have. We already know that these people be on YouTube and Instagram. We know they be fronting just for the clicks, just for the likes. And I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. I'm just saying, when nobody, don't just support people because you think they got it. Support people when they at the bottom. Because just as well as you would support me, right? And I'm giving my personal experience now. I just started a YouTube channel this week. I have 4 subscribers. Just like they believe in me, I believe in them. Just like I want to unify, I believe that they want to unify. I believe that they believe in unity as well. And as I grow, they will grow. And when we make it, right? When we all make it, we can say, man, remember when we was at the bottom? Remember you was shooting that video and you had that rag in that video because it was so hot and you didn't have the house that you wanted, or you didn't have this or anything like this. It's all about us coming up together and appreciating each other and unifying with each other and building our community.
And I want to elaborate on what he was saying, man. People don't, the reason why I knew the question, he knew the question. The reason why I asked him that question is because people worry about the monetary gain. You know what I'm saying? I said people worry about what they gonna get out the situation starting off. You know what I'm saying? They worry about that moment. What can they get from this, or what can they get from that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know personally, I'm gonna tell you my story personally, and it might not mean a lot to y'all. It might not mean a lot to you or a lot to these people. All right, if y'all know me, if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all follow me on YouTube, y'all know I drive trucks. I'm a truck driver, you know what I'm saying? And when I was getting my CDLs, was a whole lot of people doubting me, saying I couldn't do it. I couldn't go get my CDLs. I couldn't go do it. I went to school. So when I was in school, it was hard for me in school. It was hard for me because I didn't know how to drive a stick shift. And I never drove a stick shift on the car, not alone a big truck. It's different. It's a big difference driving a big truck. You got a double clutch. And you go in DMV, got a double clutch. You got to tell them how you know how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? It was a big thing for me. Like, and now it's like, now that I look back on it, it's like, it was nothing. Like, that was like, I look back then, and I look at myself now, it's like, dang. It felt like a short amount of time. It don't even feel like a long time before I went and got my CDLs. And once again, that might not seem like a big feat to anybody, but it's not even a big feat to me now. But back then, I felt like it was a big feat because coming from where I come from and doing what I went to go to school for and doing what I'm doing and accomplishing school. You know what I'm saying? I went to a couple schools and didn't accomplish school. I almost didn't finish high school. I went to school for pharmacy tech. I didn't finish that. But I went to school for my CDLs and I finished school. Might not seem a big feat, but back then it was a big feat to me. So I'm saying that to say this. Once you start something, man, it don't matter, like, if you feel like it's not going where you wanted to go. But as long as you keep going, and going on that process and never giving up, and you look back to where you was at, you be like, dang, it ain't even seen that long that we was in bruh attic shooting a video. You know what I'm saying? When we get to the office building, we're going to be like, dang, we still working the same way. And you know what I'm saying? We still dropping videos after videos the same way. We still doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's the key. That's the key. Not to cut you off, bro. That's the key of what I'm saying. Like, the amount of videos that we dropping, the amount of content that bruh be dropping on this YouTube, he's gonna have to do that and double when he get that platform. You know what I'm saying? When he reaches that level, when he got 100,000 subscribers, you think he could drop 2-3 videos and his fans and his people that follow him, not his followers, but his members that's growing with him, you think they gonna be satisfied with that? No. He's gonna have to drop probably as many or twice as many as he's dropping now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have to, when you reach that point, you gonna have to do as much work or as twice as that work. There's no way in the world you gonna get to that level where you feel like you so-called a rap because you never rap. But when you get to that level, when you feel like you in that office space and you got the office with the air conditioner, you got the intern, you got the assistant, you got the people to walk around you with the camera 24/7 that it's not gonna be work. You gonna have to work. I'm gonna use an example. I'm gonna use Floyd Mayweather as an example. As his age get up, he has to work harder. He doesn't have the same energy. He doesn't have the same motivation as he had when he was 23, 24 boxing. When he's 40-something years old, he's gonna have to work harder. He's gonna have to put in more work to hit that ring. You know what I'm saying? And be great as he is. You know what I'm saying? It takes more work. That's why I'm saying, like, when somebody's starting off, you see that man starting off, and you don't see where he's at now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta mess with that man, deal with that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if he's the same color as you, the same person, and he has a vision. He's on something positive, not negative. You know what I'm saying? Why not partner with that guy? Why not be associated with that guy? You don't necessarily have to be friends with him. You can partner and be associates. You want to elaborate more?
Yeah, and this all goes with nation building. In the nation, we must uplift and support each other. In a nation, you have not warriors, but they call them soldiers. In a nation, you have soldiers. In a nation, you have lawmakers. In a nation, you have speakers. In a nation, you have business owners. In a nation, you have this. In a nation, you have that. So all the part of nation building is all of these things. And at the end of the day, to bring it together is supporting each other while you on the bottom to build that nation and come up to the top and arrive together. And that's what it's all about when it comes to nation building.
Yes, sir. And on that note, man, we're going to end this here, man. What's your YouTube, man?
Subscribe to me at Promise Child or Promise Drew. Promise Drew. Like, share. Send it to your loved ones. Show your loved ones this. It's all about black excellence. Peace, peace, peace.
And I want to leave y'all with this. It costs nothing to share and subscribe. Oh, you feel like if you share this, you're going to be a lame? Guess what? You're a lame because you're thinking that right now. You know what I'm saying? It costs nothing. If you got a Facebook right now and you see this popping on your timeline right now, you didn't listen to the whole video and you don't share this video, that's not black excellence. If you don't like this video, that's not black excellence. Share this video and subscribe. If you got a YouTube, push that bell, man. Subscribe to us, man. You know what I'm saying? We just doing this from our heart and we giving away jewels, man. Black excellence, man. Black businesses, man. You know what I'm saying? We starting something that's going to uplift the community and uplift us as a whole. We not talking about no drama. We not talking about no women. We not talking about no narcotics. We on here speaking about business. And this is our business. I'm Too Ambitious TV. This is Channel Promise Drew. You know what I'm saying? This is his business. Unity Nation. We come together and we make Unity Nation. He's a speaker. I'm a cameraman. We come together and we make Unity Nation. And this is what it's all about, man. Peace, love, subscribe, like, and share.
Peace.
Peace.